How's it going today, everybody?
Jerry, you there?
Okay. John, what can you tell us about the availability of Trent Brown, Josh Jacobs, Abram, and Damon Arnett?
Damon Arnett is out. Jeff Heath is out. The other men are going to be questionable. We'll see how they feel on Saturday, but they did practice a little bit today, and we'll get a better feeling on everybody on Saturday. But they did work a little bit today.
John, Clelin Ferrell came back with a strong game on Sunday against the Jets. Do you feel like he's turning the corner? He's always been a very good run defender and one of the best run defenders in the game. But in terms of the pass rush, do you feel like he might be turning the corner in that regard?
Well, to say that, you have to string some good games together. You just can't have a couple plays and say, everything's all great. We're not just counting sacks here. We're counting pressures and production and factor grade plays. But yeah, we think he's on his way. He's still a young player. He's missed some time, but he's got to string 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 in a row. And I think that's his goal, and that's his expectation. I know that's ours.
Coach, 2 questions for you. Recently, you said there was a sense of urgency every day. With 4 games remaining, are you looking for that urgency more so from the defense? And also, do you have any status on David Irving?
I think everybody needs to have a sense of urgency, in the NFL, or you get your block knocked off. We have to, we got to play better in all phases. We got to coach better. We got to be ready. There's a lot of chips on the table. David Irving, he's not playing this week. He's still nursing an injury, and hopefully someday we'll see him out here again.
John, after the big game that Darren Waller had last week, are you expecting the Colts to be throwing a lot of looks at him? And what other players do you think would be able to step up if he's double teamed or?
Oh, I don't know what their plan is. Honestly, I would think that when you target a guy 17 or 18 times, they probably have a great plan, as most teams do. But you look at our statistics. I think we have 11 players that have caught 10 passes or more. So we're going to throw it to somebody that's open, and hopefully we can get somebody open.
John, Waller was such a blank slate when you got him, and everybody sees all the receptions and when he has big games like that. But just in the areas other than pass receiving, what can you say about how far he's come in terms of all the different things you put on his plate and how he's learned them and that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's astonishing, honestly. I give Darren obviously all the credit, but I give Frank Smith. I think we have as good a tight end coach as I've ever been around. Frank Smith does a great job. They really have connected. I think all the smallest details are really important to Waller. The pride he has in pass protection and blocking the running plays is something he wants to be known for. So I think a lot of it has to do with just Waller's personal desire, his incredible talent level, and I think you combine that with a great position coach that really helps him play after play, week after week, day after day. I think it's a great battery.
John, with the uncertainty at safety right now, does that open the door perhaps for like LaMarcus to play a little bit of safety, or maybe Isaiah Johnson to play a little bit of safety on Sunday?
Possibly. We're running out of safeties. Hopefully Abram can play and stay healthy, something that, he hasn't done. We need him to do that, to be the player that we need him to be. Dallin Levitt's a trained safety. He'll play back there and play well if need be. And we'll have a contingency plan, but right now we're getting tired of contingency plans, to be honest with you. We've had a lot of defensive players go down, especially in the secondary, and we'll use the next man up, as they all say, but Levitt's a guy we'll be prepared to go to quick.
John, you've talked about the importance of your running game and bringing more balance to the situation on offense. How much would that be bolstered if you were able to get Jacobs and Trent Brown back?
Is that the great Ed Werder?
Well, it's Ed Werder.
Wow. It's good to see you, Ed. I tell you what, man. Yeah, it always helps to have your feature back in action. I mean, they don't make a lot of guys like Josh Jacobs, so hopefully he's ready to go, and if he is, we'll make sure we hand him the ball. But he's a great back, and normally a great back makes great things happen, and that's what we need from our go-to guy.
Got two more, Vic, and then Jerry.
Hey, John, I want to ask you, who was the winner this week in the Mariota-Peterman battle?
The winner is Marcus Mariota. He'll be the number 2 quarterback this week. All right.
So to follow up on that, what areas did you see improvement in Marcus, and how tough is it to kind of get up to speed when Derek's doing most of the work in the regular season?
It's a hard job right now, Jerry. We don't practice much like we used to, and we have a lot of players that miss practice. So you have to use your imagination. You have to trust your instincts and your hunch. Mariota's got a lot of playing experience, and he's played against the Colts, having been a Titan. He has some familiarity with them, and I don't like to think about anything ever happening to our quarterback, but Marcus is finally healthy. He's proven that on the practice field the last 10 days, and hopefully that's good things to come for him, because I think he's a hell of a quarterback.
Very great. Thank you,
All right.
Coach. Thanks,
Thank you,
everyone.
guys.